Hello friends, welcome to this class of personality. We are here to learn about personality and its various prospects, its various parts, how we can assess a personality, what are the main determinants of a good personality. So let us start. I am Dr. Richa Shukla from the School of Languages, CSJM University, Kanpur. As you can see here, we have introduction. Why introduction? Everybody is acquainted with the word personality. But personality is a term that has come from the Latin word persona. Persona means mask. Obviously, we are not wearing a mask every day, but we have to groom our personality to get at a higher level of our achievement, to become a more experienced person in our life. So, personality makes each individual unique. Everybody has a different personality. As we all know, everyone is recognized through their particular personality traits. It influences behavior, thoughts, and emotions. Understanding personality is quite important because this gives you an insight into your own thoughts, into your own behavior, through which you can enhance your career. Definition of personality is quite easy because so many authors, so many psychiatrists, so many psychoanalysts have defined personality in different terms. But a few of them I have quoted here, like William James, one of the greatest psychoanalysts, who said, personality is the sum total of all that a person can call his own. Next is Sigmund Freud. As you know, personality is the structure of the mind consisting of the id, ego, and superego. Personality is the totality of an individual's characteristics. His thinking, his feeling, his behavior, everything including becomes a person. And personality is quite important to pay attention to also, because if you don't pay attention to your personality, you are not supposed to excel, you are not supposed to succeed in the fields in which you want to. Okay, so let us proceed. Characteristics of personality. Since you have a particular syllabus to study about personality, you have to go by that. So we will go by syllabus, that is uniqueness to in every individual. Characteristics of a personality are the most important points that somebody has to notice in order to know your personality. And everybody's personality is unique. It's relatively stable over time because when time passes, your personality doesn't change too much, because you can groom your personality, but you can't say that you can change your personality totally. Then it is influenced by internal and external factors, like your family change may affect it, your circumstances may affect it, your psychological situations may affect it, your personal preferences may affect it. It is expressed through behaviors and your attitudes, how you behave with others, how you behave in the society, how you react to particular situations. That's important to show your personality, so you have always to be quite cautious about it wherever you are. Introvert personality, extrovert personality, you might have heard these words everywhere in the world. Wherever you go, people tell this child is quite introvert, that child is quite extrovert. But have you heard about the term ambivert? Well, when you study personality from the psychoanalytic angle, you will understand that people are not categorized into black and white. There are many people black and white in the sense that they are not characterized with particular qualities, that somebody is good or somebody is bad or somebody is particularly introvert or somebody is completely extrovert. It's not like that. Humans are quite changeable. Humans are quite capable of changing. So, we can find three basic types of personalities in the world. One is introvert, those who are introvert, those who are more thinking, those who are more comfortable with themselves, they are introvert people. And then comes extrovert personality, those who are comfortable in society, who are social beings in a sense that as we call these days. Then we find ambivert personality, people who are more comfortable with their social gatherings as well as their own personal thinking space. When they have a thinking space, they are completely introvert. They will behave completely introvertly at some points, and they may be completely extrovert at others. This is how we assess them, this is how we basically categorize them. First is introvert. As I said, many people prefer to call their kids or their students or their family members like the person is introvert. Generally meaning it is taken as somebody who it doesn't involve in social activities too much, or who doesn't prefer to involve in the social activities. But the fact is that such people are quite thinking, quite thoughtful, quite solitude loving, but it does not mean that they are not fit for the social gatherings, behavior, social intermingling. But preferably, they would like to stay alone. They would like to have their me time more in their life than the social time. So they are more quiet, more reserved, more enjoy solitude. They think before they speak. They are less speaking people most of the times. They are more focused on inner thoughts and feelings, as you can see here. Then, extrovert personality. Obviously, extrovert is someone considered as who is a social being, who is a social butterfly, or who is always busy in party, talking to people, having having a great circle of friends also. But not always. Basically, extrovert personality means someone who is outgoing and social, who enjoys interacting with others, who is expressive and energetic, who does not like to stay alone or stay away from the social gatherings, or somewhere he is ready to take initiatives also. Such people are extrovert. That person is comfortable in social situations also. They like solitude, they may like solitude, but not that much as they like social gatherings. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. The main thing is that personality is not fixed. It is not judged just by a few qualities. It is quite multidimensional. It is quite groomable. It is quite developmentally capable. You can change or you can a bit develop your personality depending on how you are groomed, under what circumstances you live, or what you are expected to become. It's up to you. You can groom your personality at any time of life, at any age. It is not bound like at a student life. As a student, you would enhance your personality, and as a grown up, you can't. You can always groom your personality. That's why we hold personality development classes. Okay. So ambivert personality that I was talking in the beginning about. When you see there are people introvert, extrovert, there are people having both the qualities too, who are social, who are solitude loving. Those people are known as ambivert people, who have the quality of having introvert quality and the quality of becoming extrovert if required. Such people are the most adjusted people in the society. I would say most of the times you will find in your studies, in your social circumstances, these are the people who are at the most successful places, who have their thoughtful nature, who have their thoughts to themselves, and they excel in the social gatherings, social atmospheres also. This is one of the most balanced personality as far as personality assessment is concerned. This class will be up to here, and in the next class we would be studying about the components of personality and the determinants of personality. You see, many factors determine your personality, which are biological factors, environmental factors, psychological factors, and situational factors. Where you live, under what circumstances you are groomed, and what you want to become, what are your aspirations, what are your planning for your future, and what are your aspirations about your career. So it depends. Here you get the conclusion. I would like to know what takeaway you are getting here. The takeaway is that personality is always defined from what we perform, how we perform, and how people assess us. It develops through time, it develops through interaction and grooming. Understanding personality helps in personal grooming and elevating our social and career life. Thank you so much. See you in the next class with some more tips about personality.